Fed up with the intrusive ringing of cell phones at inappropriate times? Our leading edge today focuses on cell phone jamming, a technology that blocks cell phones from ringing. For image sensing systems, the idea was germinated in the Middle East. A ringing cell phone interrupted a king's prayer. He picked up his phone and called image sensing. But cell phone jamming is illegal in the U.S. We're joined now by Dr. Bill Sowell. He's Vice President of Business Development at Image Sensing Systems, and he joins us now for more. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, Bruce. It's a privilege to be with you.
So if this is illegal in the U.S., what's the market for your product?
Well, actually, it's quite substantial because there are actually 23 different countries all over the world that do permit the blocking of cell phones. Those countries that are governed by the regulations of the International Telecommunications Union. And so the world is really a very big place outside the U.S.
And so it sounds the U.S. is kind of behind in this area, that they're not recognizing what a problem that the rest of the world sees?
Well, number one, we have an issue of safety. Certainly cell phones are illegal at gas stations, hospitals, and oil platforms. So that is prohibited by law. The other issue is the debate which continues, does a restaurant owner, does a theater owner have the ability to control the airwaves in their place of business just as they have the ability to control whether it's a smoking or non-smoking establishment?
Now, how complicated is it to block cell phones?
Well, actually, have a mobile blocker right here, and it's a very small device. It's about 12 inches long.
That's it?
And this is it.
Wow.
And it works very effectively. And what we do is we emit a 100 milliwatt signal on the receive side of the mobile telephone. Now, 100 milliwatts only travels within a very confined space, a building, a room. It does not go through walls, it does not go through glass. So number one, we're emitting a third of the power of a normal cellular telephone, and we do not run the risk of the signals going outside of a building to interfere with any other communication, someone walking down the sidewalk with a cell phone, or in a car on a passing roadway.
And how expensive is it?
It's about $850.
So if that's not out of reach for a small business who just doesn't want it the phones ringing around them.
What we're really doing is we're targeting private businesses, hospitals, restaurants, theaters, movie establishments, and we're focusing primarily on private property at this point. Canada, Mexico, Greece, Poland, and Bahrain, those are countries that are really permitting the use of this device on private property.
And what are chances that there'll be a change in the U.S. anytime soon?
Well, Canada is in the midst of going through a very exhaustive study. 73% of respondents of a Canadian study said that they were in favor of cell phone blocking. And so there is a possibility that the FCC might review their policy, particularly for use on private property.
Very interesting. We appreciate your joining us.
Thank you very much, Bruce.
Bill Sowell of Image Sensing Systems. That is the